Say something, Connor.
Something.
That's so helpful. You guys fucking suck that I have to do this by myself every single week. You leave me to die out here, man.
What, like vocal warm-up stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a good?
Don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling.
Is that better?
Getting them close.
Yes. That looks good.
That helps.
You want
Can
ready?
I sing again?
Yes.
Never mind. I'm self-conscious.
What's your favorite song right now?
Split between
It's the first one.
Cardigan.
Sing Cardigan right now
No,
on the podcast right now.
no, I don't got that type of voice.
You coward.
I am a coward.
Presto, what's your favorite song right now?
You know, I don't do shit like that.
What?
Have a favorite song.
What's the song that you've been playing the most recently? Because that is a quantitative question that you have a objective answer to.
to?
You gotta have a favorite song.
It is a little like having a favorite color where it's like, even if it's the song I've listened to the most all time, I don't know if it's my favorite song.
For me,
It'd
it's
be
like
hard to pick one.
It's like it's a pool of songs. Because
Yeah.
I'll like listen to. I'm just one of those people where I'll listen to one song
Mm-hmm.
over and over
Yeah.
and over.
I have a couple songs like that right now. Where?
Ellie Goulding.
Oh my god.
That when we went to Miami, Preston, that was like
All that was on.
the one song that he would play. I mean, to be fair, it was a 15-hour car ride, so we listened to a shit ton of songs, but that one we were on for like a good 30 minutes, which doesn't seem like a lot of time when you're high in a
But
car.
back to back.
Probably like what, 30 times? No, like 10.
What are you talking about?
It's like a 3-minute song.
Are you saying that we played the song 10 times in a row?
Maybe not 10.
There is no chance. We did go on an Ellie Goulding binge because you said that she was a one-hit wonder, and I was like, you're gonna make me fucking defend Ellie Goulding right now, but she definitely has at least 3 hits.
You can tell somebody's very passionate about Ellie Goulding right now. I bet you have a pillow in your room with her face on it, and you'll just make out to it. Oh, Ellie.
And it has like the Build-A-Bear thing where it has the little voice box in
Oh,
it.
God.
And
Yeah.
you press it, and then it plays all of the lights. Or what the fuck's that song even called? I just call it
Lights.
all-
Pretty sure it's just lights.
All the lights. Preston, this isn't taking too long for a 2-second gimmick thing.
Yeah.
Wait, are we recording?
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. Good, I'm glad you got
No
it.
intro.
That's like
Fuck you guys.
Well, this is like the first like creative flow.
What if
I
we
feel
just
like
don't-
I've gotten.
What if this is just the rawest form
You know,
of podcasting right
It's up
here,
to
right
you.
This is how I think you should do it.
you got one
actually.
day for editing anyway.
now? Fuck.
Like
Yeah.
if you look at like Joe Rogan podcasts, him and Theo Vaughn. It's always when Theo Vaughn's on. That's when I only watch his podcast. Unless if it's like some scientist
You
that
can
has
just
some
watch his podcast instead.
What?
Theo's.
Sometimes I will. I don't know. I think Joe.
Have you seen
Rogan's
that one
guy.
clip where he goes on these British dudes podcast and he's like, "Oh fuck, you got what we call autism or something."
No, but that sounds very Theo.
Just
Von-like.
very like they do their whole intro and he just starts laughing like as soon as they're done. As soon as they're done. And he's just like, "Man, you guys got like we'd call it autism or something."
Dude, that guy's insane. He is always joking. He's always joking about autism or racism.
I
Yeah.
think what Joe Rogan does good, and you all probably listen to Joe Rogan more than I do, but I like about his shit that he always brings the most out of his guests.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be someone like Elon Musk, where you can find a billion interviews or whatever with him,
Yeah.
but because Joe Rogan's just so fucking out there, he takes Elon and people like that into his zone
Yeah.
a little bit.
Totally.
Same with like what's the astrophysicist dude? Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
He's always having fun with people.
Yeah, bringing him on the fold where there's a billion other interviews that I could fucking watch of this guy. And depending on the one, I might be bored as fucking hell.
Right.
But it's different. It's a different environment. It's a different scenario. That's what I need to get better at as a host, just bringing the best out of people.
Really? Well, I mean, like, I think, like, one thing you're pretty good at is, like, just coming up with conversation off the rip. I mean, you'll have, like, pretty good questions you ask, too.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you just need to get, like, you need to do something wild. You need to, like, get naked and jump up and down. Some shit.
If only this was a visual medium.
I know. Here we see Louis. But going back to Joe, I think there's something to be said that his personality himself. I honestly think the guy's he's funny here and there, but not that much. If anything, like you said, he's just good about like taking these like big names.
He's not just like hilarious or something. It's not like Joe Rogan always says something that just makes me geek, but it's the conversations he has. In that way, he wouldn't be a good like stand-up because he feeds off of the other person's energy that he's in there with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, we got Preston in the studio with us. We got Connor back in the studio with us. And you know who the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Do I even have to introduce myself? I'm not going to. Just like I'm not going to introduce this podcast.
Give me. Oh, it's good to be back. Love being on these things.
He's here and he's gone.
Yeah, I was like, where are you going?
Feel that are so used to our regular content will hear this and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm never listening to this shit again.
This is some backwater bullshit podcast.
So really why we got Connor on the show right now, not because he's the homie, not to have a conversation about friends. He's a superstar athlete.
Yay!
Yeah.
End of bio.
I am him.
I am him.
I'm
He's I.
What were you gonna say?
Him or hims?
Him or hims. Himothy.
Him.
Yeah, this past week I just got back from from our conference finals. And we won. We got the fucking dub, baby.
And that's the second MAC championship that you won in a row.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Damn.
Back to back.
Well, back to back years.
So for all the people that know rugby, when you have the 15 season, which is in the fall currently, you go to the 7 season, which is like 3 months after December, so like March, you're already playing 7s, and it's self-explanatory. 15s, there's 15 people on the field. 7s, there's 7 people on the field. Mm-hmm. And so Louisville, for the past 2 years, we've won both the MAC championship and the 7s championship all in a row. Like, we've yet to lose in the championship, pretty much. So teams definitely come a long way.
So we're gonna get into that, but are you going to is there like a bigger tournament now that y'all are going to?
Oh yeah. Well, of course, we're going back to Nationals.
So what happened in Nationals last year?
So last year was we went undefeated. Like, we just straight up swept our competition.
So you won the Natty too last year?
No. That was the only game that we lost, sadly. That was a travesty.
Oh yeah, I remember that now that you say that.
You know what? Actually, this is perfect for saying, or for like, build up. So we played like two other teams before we got into the finals, right? So we had South Carolina in the quarter and Binghamton, wherever the fuck that is, in the semis.
Chandler Binghamton.
Chandler Binghamton. I mean, seriously, have you, like, what school, like, have you even ever heard the
Could
word
I be less
Binghamton?
of a school?
Seriously. Right? So, then we made it to the finals against Virginia Tech, and we came up short by only 3 points. And honestly, like, we did not play our best rugby. And our coach knew it, we all knew it, and he lost his shit, flipped a table, like, when we got back in the lot. That is, like, I'm not lying. He's straight up, like, they gave us a sevens trophy. Somebody, you know, I think one of our teammates, like, put it on the table, and our coach, he just, like, straight up comes in, storming, just fucking yeets that shit. Like, shit goes flying.
So,
an apple almost hits a kid, and he's, like, crying about it.
So, is it necessary to be a leader of men to do shit like that? Because I think everyone hears stories like that. Bobby Knight throwing chairs.
Woody Hayes punching players off the field.
Jeff Brom, our football coach, has been known to throw a chair or two in his time.
Did he actually?
Not recently, but yes.
He's actually flipped a chair, though.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he was trying to hype up his team.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, okay. You could say, like, this was our coach. When you say that, my first thought is no. But when you really get to know the guy, I honestly don't think what makes a good coach is... Patience, yes, does make a good coach. But for someone that's, like, fired up, he, like, already commands respect for the team. And at the same time, you have to know what the fuck you're doing, right?
Can I also say that Connor's not going to be playing rugby after this semester, and he's going full scorched earth right now? He can say whatever the fuck he wants right now.
Pulling out the Homelander on us. But no, for real.
Is that even public knowledge yet? Should I not include that?
No, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'd hate for that, by the infinitesimal chance that this happens.
Dude, this guy's gotten reported like 3 times, and they still have yet to sack his ass. So, in my opinion, he's invincible.
Well, when you produce, that makes it hard to get rid of you. You all are a club sport? Is that how it works? I don't really know what that means.
Pretty
so
much.
You're affiliated with University of Louisville, but it's not...
Well, yeah. We still like
University of Louisville sport.
It's really just... We are identified as a part of the school.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't get any funding whatsoever by it. And that's because, we don't generate any revenue.
That's probably a lot of sports, though. What do you think?
Yeah.
That's a lot
like,
of the shit that they have.
So, the funny thing about that is you'll have, like, field hockey. Like, for each sport, it's actually different. You'll have field hockey. You'll have lacrosse. Lacrosse isn't a real sport, for the record.
Scorched earth. Keep going.
And then you'll have, like, you'll have women's field hockey. But the thing is, the difference is, like, they'll actually, like,
Bring some bread.
Yeah, they'll bring, like,
I would expect that.
Yeah.
And they're still club, but even though it's like minuscule, the club will still give them, like, here's $5,000, like, do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
Like, that's so helpful. And where is I going with this? Just
rugby gets no funding.
Yeah, rugby. Yeah, gets no funding whatsoever because
tough.
Yeah, because the only people that show up to our games are the parents and, like, all the players' girlfriends.
Y'all just thug that shit out.
We just thug that shit out. We're just one big crazy family, man.
Exactly. Do you think it would be different if you had, like, a huge audience? Do you think
the
lights would be too bright?
Right.
It's really fucked up.
I know. Honestly, and, like, the people that play rugby are so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I would definitely say I'm crazy, but not as much as those guys.
What's the most, like, rugby geek person that you've met through your experience with rugby? Because those are the craziest fucking people, is anybody who's just, like
a Kobe?
Like, straight up,
fully
psychologically obsessed with what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like, knows all the rugby history, stats for people, like, crazy rugby person.
Chris Reithmeyer.
He's like that?
Yes. Wait, I know you guys have met Chris Reithmeyer.
You've had him on the show.
Yeah, you had him
Friend
on the show.
Chris.
Love you, Chris. Yeah, so Chris is definitely one of those people.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's just, it's your passion.
Because that's how you get good at something.
That's really what it is.
Right.
When you just invest everything in.
Yeah.
So,
if the dude has self-awareness, which I know he does, then
if you're able to own up and be like, I'm a fucking nerd for this shit. Like,
he'll admit it.
Yeah.
So, how far did you have to go on a shitty rugby bus to get to the MAC championship.
Funny enough, we didn't take the bus. We took vans.
Is that better or worse than a bus?
Worse.
Yeah.
When you're in a fucking like one of those commercial buses,
You can fuck around and
You
shit.
can lay the
Dude.
seats back and pass out.
dude, guys will get on the
It's
floor
uncomfortable.
and just
Yeah.
lay there under the seats.
Yeah.
It's like the craziest thing ever. And we'll do it. And some dudes, they'll be assholes and they'll shit on the toilet in the bathroom. You
Asshole.
never shit on the
Yeah.
toilet in the bus.
That's
'Cause
why
then-
you have stops.
Yeah, because the more you do it, it just fucking
Rookie shit.
yeah. So like we lost that championship, right? Yeah, going back to the championship. Like our coach flipping the table wasn't even the worst thing. It was that 15-hour bus ride smelling like actual shit. And our coach would like straight up joke about it like afterwards.
That's the smell of your performance.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
You know what that is? Oh my
What?
god.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Fucking A.
threatening
Yeah.
already.
You know what
Yeah.
that is? That's the smell of defeat.
Yeah.
So the first game is a closer game, and
Yeah.
that's the one that you're saying that you were worried about. Not worried about, but this was an opponent that very well could beat you guys. And that was that,
Virginia Tech?
no, I'm talking about for this MAC championship.
Oh, Bowling Green.
Bowling Green.
Yeah, shout out to those fucks. Not.
So that was a close game. That was like a 1-point game or something, right?
Oh no, that was WMU. That was the semis. Yeah, so we played Western Michigan, and that was
So you played 3 games this weekend?
just 2 games. WMU in the semis, and then BG in the finals.
So yeah, that's what I was saying. The first game was a close game, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It was just a 1-point game by the end of it. So
yeah. That and we were down 14-30 in that game.
damn.
Well, dude, WMU has the most insane defense. out
So
of
so
all
what was the
conference.
final score like?
It was it was 31-30.
31-30.
Yeah, we just like all of a sudden just honestly they just got tired. They're a bunch of big boys, you know. It looks like if Army does have a rugby team.
So
but-
conditioning.
Damn. That's
yeah,
fucked.
and
Con-
they're like
conditioning-
Yeah,
a
literally.
nation.
Conditioning played a big part in it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If you were just able to outlast them, because that makes a difference a lot of the time. Because you could have all the fucking talent in the world, but if you're gassed by the second half of the game, then
Yeah.
Right.
you're not doing the same shit you were doing in the first half.
Science does say more muscle is heavier to carry around.
Mm-hmm.
So
I believe it.
yeah. So
That's why I'm so tired all the time.
Oh yeah.
but dude, I've said it every time on this podcast, I'll say it again. All of our players are fucking 5'8", like a $165, $170, like a bunch of Lego ass looking
Yeah,
motherfuckers out there. So we just have infinite stamina, and we beat them because
Except
of
for
it.
Dan, who's an absolute unit.
dude. Dan would get subbed out at halftime. That guy ain't going a full 80 minutes.
Damn.
Love you too, Dan.
Because he's just a power guy, not a stamina
Strictly.
guy.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I mean that's literally how he trains too.
Yeah.
I mean he has stamina for a guy his size. Don't get me
But
wrong.
there's definitely a certain point where you gotta accept your build and say,
yes,
here's what play style I have to go with. you
Right.
know? And there's nothing wrong with just opening up at the first half of the game, going fucking ham, and being like, all right,
Yeah.
I gotta recoup.
You're literally like spot on because that's how like subbing and
Or
rugby.
you save it for the end of the game. Like that's
Yeah,
that's
right.
really your options if you don't have it for the whole game. You gotta just
Right.
figure out where you're putting it in.
Holy shit, that's crazy how you worded that because that's what like our coach will do.
Yeah.
Like they're like me. I started that championship match and played the whole game. I didn't play against WMU at all.
Oh, you didn't play that game?
No, complete curveball because they said they wanted to rest me and then and honestly walking.
So they were saving you for that big game.
Well-
That's actually something I was gonna ask you. Was gonna be like, what was it like playing damn near back-to-back games? One game's on Saturday, one game's on Sunday, right?
Yeah,
It's back-to-back like
Fuck
that.
and all
And you think about football.
That stamina matters even more for that type of shit, dude.
You think
'Cause
about
if you're-
football.
If you're feeling it from the day before,
Oh yeah,
Right.
for sure. Especially you're getting fucking hit and shit. You
Exactly.
definitely would. But that's what they do in football, where the most they'll not rest you is like 5 days.
I mean, there's just a
if you
certain point where
play-
if you got bruises on your fucking ribs, like, it hurts to breathe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So if you're doing shit back to back, like, and
Well-
you just get, like, kind of a normal injury, you know?
Right.
Like, just shit that's associated with
Was that
Yeah.
the
true?
sport.
Was that true with a lot of people in that MAC championship? Was it?
Oh yeah,
Was it? No people were playing both games.
Very few people got to play no games that tournament. I'll just say that. Or do you mean doubled up? Where they
Yeah,
play both?
that's what I mean.
Yeah, very few guys did not double up. I being one of them. Which honestly, in all
So
honesty,
most people did play both games.
yeah, the way it
That's
turned.
crazy.
So the way that whole thing turned out, like, I'm honestly surprised that we won that.
Yeah.
For a couple of reasons, because number one, we lost to those two teams in the earlier
season.
Yeah, in the regular season, dude, we were fucking 5-2 going into it, you know, which is not ideal. Like, you know, your third seed,
Yeah.
and especially like when you know you can beat those teams.
There's
It was
only
like
7 games of the regular season.
only 7 games.
Damn,
It's a short
Yeah.
season,
it's a really short season.
but like we thought, like
I guess since it's year round though.
yeah, and
that's
like
part of the reason why.
well, dude, like, especially for it being senior year and what happened to last year, like coming up short in Vautech, which, by the way, we could have won that game. We just defeated ourselves. So now, fast forwarding to now, it's like, here we are, 5-2. We don't even know.
Fuck
if we're-
Vautech.
Right. Fuck those guys. By the way, if we win the
Damn
quarterfinals, if we win the quarterfinals, we got to play them. We most likely got to play them in the semis.
Revenge season.
Let's go! Dude, we want all the smoke. Uh-oh.
Who's dying?
Fuck you people.
Louis, they're looking for you.
Ah.
They figured out your past affiliation with the mob.
I'm asking you a lot of the questions I asked Pierce when it came to his fight, but what were the like sleeping arrangements you all had? Did you just pile up in somebody's fucking
Yep.
hotel room?
We straight up like spent a quick buck on the Hampton, and then everybody like had a roommate to cuddle with.
In the same bed?
Yes.
That's cruel and unusual fucking punishment.
Literally.
Tell me about it. When you wake up and you know you're facing the inside, but
Nah.
the other guy's also facing
No,
the
there's
inside.
a certain point where you say, all right, tub or chair, all right, how you making it work?
Yeah. You wake
Fucking-
up and you're just like,
Fucking planes, trains, and automobiles.
Literally.
Who were you bunkmated with?
his name was Angelo, and he's our.
You were bunked with Angelo?
He was our hooker for the team. that's the
Mega pause.
that's actually the
Pause on all levels.
that's actually the name of his position in
That's
rugby.
great.
It's called the hooker.
Yeah, that's his occupation.
and it's usually the biggest
Oldest
motherfucker on the
occupation
team.
is.
He's a thick boy too. I had no
Yeah,
room
yeah.
on that motherfucking bed.
Did
Fuck.
Did
We
you
got
wake up
close.
spooning? And you're like,
Yeah.
get off of me,
I
bitch.
was like, mommy. That's how it be though, dude. It is definitely sus as fuck. I hate it. I never get any sleep. I only
Yeah.
get like maybe like 5 hours because I'm just like trying to like hug my corner,
Yeah.
like just like a freaking pencil, dude.
And then,
That's when those extra pillows at the hotel be coming in handy. You build a
Oh,
fucking
dude.
wall with that shit.
For real though, they always supply the pillows though, so that was a good thing.
so, the final game against Bowling Green, that was not remotely close. You all blew them out by like 20 points,
30.
30 points.
Damn.
47-17.
Made them look like bitches. So, how the fuck did you lose to that team during the regular season then? If
Rain.
you just on some bullshit, kind of the same way you were talking about with Von Tech, where you just weren't playing as good as you could have.
So to explain the dynamic, Bowling Green is nothing but either a bunch of big muscular guys or a bunch of fat fucks. So all they had was big forwards, which are you know the guys that scrum each other for the ball, And then you have the backline players, but they weren't shit, dude,
Yeah.
compared to our backline. So their strength was their big guys. Which, by the way, teams can somehow win games by just, like, solely relying on their forwards.
Mm-hmm.
And, but ours, we have a decent forward pack, as we call it, which is the tight 8. The 8 players in that scrum. But we play very fast. We're like very mobile.
Mm.
And in the regular season, it was nothing but rain. It was a mud pit. We were at their home, their own backyard. And, dude, we just couldn't play our style.
Yeah.
Rain will straight up defeat us on any given day. There's times where we've, like, overcome it, but, like, you really can't sleep on the weather. So that happened. And the same thing happened with WMU as well. That was raining, too. And, of course, when you get to fucking Kalamazoo, Michigan, which is where it was hosted...
It's easier to be strong in shitty weather than be fast in shitty weather like that.
For their styles of play, it does.
Yeah,
Because, they're only making, like 1 foot passes. You could take a ruler and measure that distance. We managed to barely beat WMU, which, again, we just out-stamina them. And again, that was kind of tying into the whole, like, build-up of just, oh, shit, here we go. Our backs are kind of against the wall here.
Yeah, you need to win.
Yeah, down in the bottom of the 9th, and we come alive. It was crazy. And then now here we are, and we're just, like, back with a vengeance,
Right back. So, you played good in that game?
So, yeah, actually, I scored the very first try. And then I also got, got an intercepted pass, which I did get reeled in, like, right outside of the try zone by, like, their 8-man, who's their biggest forward. Mm-hmm. That dude was scary, by the way, when he came at me. He was, like, making noises when he was running. He was like,
like a fucking ogre charging.
Dude, yeah, and he's faster than you. And you're like, what the fuck? And then he just, like, reels me in. And I pop it off to one of my supporting players. The dude gets off the ground and then tackles him. Straight up just Superman that shit. And then they actually got a penalty, but it was good because I managed to take the ball. Field possession's very big in rugby. Mm. So if you'll, like, take the ball from one end to the other, which is pretty much what I did, that, like, prevented them from scoring a possible try and making them work all the way back to get it in.
Damn.
So, yeah.
On to the next. When is the Natty?
The Natty. So, our quarterfinal game is actually this weekend. We're playing in Lexington against Tennessee.
Fuck Tennessee, man.
Dude, they're a bunch of big boys, too.
They're a bunch of pussies, is what I heard.
Yeah, right. They actually got beat by Virginia Tech in the quarterfinals, and they were the number 1 seed. Vatech was 8, dude.
Damn.
Totally just dark horse the whole thing. So there's a lot of, like, elements here.
You all don't play 3 games back-to-back, do you?
No, this we don't. We'll just, we'll play them this week, and then we got Thanksgiving break, and then we'll play our semifinals. And then after that, we'll have another week turnaround, and it's the Nationals.
Fuck yeah.
But we gotta win out, though. Nice. Oh, what's he about to do this time?
Did I bring the speaker in here?
Louis getting up, you guys.
I doubt you did.
I thought about it.
I'm sure you did.
He's got that sundowner syndrome again.
Yeah.
I see that look in his eyes.
He's going crazy.
Yep, he doesn't recognize me. I heard you rented out a movie theater to watch Five Nights at Freddy's.
My friend did.
Did
it
you
was
go
hilarious. It was.
Oh, come on.
It was great.
Actually?
I think it's one of those where I categorize movies a lot as like, fuck it, go see it once, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it was a great experience for me because my friend rented out a theater. And it was just a bunch of people there just like having a blast.
Right.
My one friend was like yelling out jokes in the first like 5 minutes of the movie and everybody was laughing.
Dude, that sounds like fun.
It was chill as fuck. I'm sitting
Right.
there like passing my I brought Twizzlers, Reese's Pieces. I got a large popcorn fucking soda,
Oh shit!
and I was just like passing friends.
That probably cost you
candy and
$1,000.
shit.
yeah, I was about
my,
to say.
I got my shit before coming in. All right,
Dude,
I ain't
shit
buying
cheap
no
at the
fucking
movie
candy
theater.
there. All right, but I did spend $20 on a fucking large popcorn and like 2 drinks.
That sounds so satisfying.
Fuck it.
I might as
Yeah.
well just bring my
We had
fucking
the-
water
we had the
bottle
vape.
full of bourbon
We had the vape.
Oh,
in
fuck
rotation
Yeah.
through the
Yes.
theater.
So when you say
Throwing up 3 rows to the homie.
No, but Nikki did run up to smoke with one of my friends at the back.
oh, that's crazy. Throws popcorn in the crowd.
Yeah. Oh my god, that makes me think of when we went to Village 8 in high school, and we
R.I.P.
we were wilding in there.
Right.
It was for like, I think it was basically like people who finished with a certain GPA for the year was what kind of field trip it was.
Oh,
And people
they
who-
rented it out too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we were just in there,
That's
badass fucking kids.
Just saying the most wild
Throwing
shit.
it was fucking Hunger Games. And we were just throwing popcorn at the
Dude.
screen and
That's
shit like
crazy.
Tell me
that.
why.
Stupid shit.
Tell me why we had a very similar scenario. Tell me why my school also brought me to watch Hunger Games in a movie theater.
Sick.
I don't think we had the theater rented out because it was like
It
the
was-
St. Matthews one.
Oh
But
my god.
we were deep as fuck in there.
No, dude.
It was
we
like
were-
Mockingjay.
Yes, it
like
was.
It was like Mockingjay Part 1, and it's
Yes,
like
it was.
Straight up
like
knocking
why are
None
you,
of us
why
gave a
this
fuck.
the movie?
None of us gave a fuck.
Why-
I was throwing popcorn all over that theater.
I hate
like
people
somebody
like you.
somebody in the back literally was wilding and like threw a whole
Oh,
box
man.
at a motherfucker.
I totally want to do some menace shit now.
Bro,
Just-
Connor.
Let's fuck around and go get kicked out of a movie theater.
Me and Connor just went to fucking
Just
the
the three of
Insidious
us.
movie, and this group of the most annoying fucking people in the world were behind us.
Damn.
They were talking the entire movie, which would be one thing,
Yeah.
and then bro was on the phone with somebody
No.
in the
Middle of
movie,
the movie.
during
No
the movie, watching the movie.
And
No
proceeded to do this like 2 more times. Maybe not like calling people, but just like talking for long periods of time. Just being the most obnoxious asshole
Fuck
it
that.
could ever be.
And then
That's when I start throwing popcorn.
Yeah.
Part of me wanted
Shut the
part of me wanted to be lol in this situation, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to watch the movie, bro. I didn't
Ain't trying
want
to scrap in the theater.
I don't want
Right.
because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter like that. But this old white dude in the back of the theater had the idea that I had, but he executed. He was like,
Let's go.
I don't even remember what he said, but he was like. He basically told him to shut the fuck up. He didn't say it in that many words, but
he was like, "Bro, come on, be quiet." Like raise his voice a little bit. Nothing
Yeah.
like crazy, but
yeah, he was very
Yeah.
polite about it.
right.
And this dude is like,
Bro just went off on him.
No
He
dude was trying to fight him over it,
Dude, exactly.
That's one of those where like
and I'm like, yep, that's why I did
Yeah.
not say anything.
That is the most insane thing that
You
I've
gotta
seen
weigh
happen at a movie theater.
that shit out.
They didn't scrap, thank you God, 'cause then I
Oh.
wouldn't have been able to finish the movie.
Oh, but he was close.
I want that to be a trend. You know how there's this whole trend of like people bullying on the fucking airplane and shit? You know, that motherfucker back there is not real
Right.
type shit.
Can we do that? Can we?
I want
do
to
a-
shake your hand. I want to shake his hand.
Can
That's
we,
my favorite one.
Can we do the get kicked out of a movie theater challenge? Because it does sound fun.
Exactly.
Let's do
exactly.
Let's go see
It-
Five Nights at Freddy's together.
And get kicked.
Get kicked the
It
fuck
would,
out.
it would take a lot to get kicked out, I feel like. I feel like it would be like
Dude.
that one video where the guy's ripping dabs in Home Depot.
What would
and
happen
all
if
the
you-
workers are like, I don't really care.
I don't really know what to do about this right now.
I've never
and they
heard
say,
of this.
"Fuck it."
You haven't
we
seen
ball.
that video?
No.
It's fucking hilarious.
He's literally got sunglasses on and is just ripping dabs, and he's like, I'm high as fuck right now.
Doesn't he wait a minute, doesn't he offer
Yeah, he's
a
like,
work
you
or
want some?
And they don't rat on him.
Yeah.
I have seen this. Dude.
No, but
Our generation, man.
absolutely. No, I think it's just like the airplane's so controlled, they got air traffic police and shit.
Yeah.
There is no laws in the fucking movie theater. Alright?
Clearly not.
They ain't got no security guards at half of them.
Baxter. God
Just-
damn it.
Just go wild.
Go be a menace.
See what it takes.
Yeah. For the sake of making people suffer, just go do it.
It took, like a bunch of teenagers just fighting outside of the mall for them to be like, maybe we should have full security.
Right. They're just
I was reading something about that
Little
today,
stupid.
actually. It's fucking bullshit that they're not letting kids be in the mall anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe,
That used to be the place to go just hang out when you're in fucking high school. That's what it's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
but now you just can't even do it.
Yeah.
You
Gotta
know-
have a parent.
You know what the article was about, though? Now they're not letting kids go to, high school football games anymore without
Alone.
parental supervision.
What?
Isn't that fucking bullshit?
Is it an actual thing?
Yes.
Where?
Male's doing it now.
It makes me think
I
about
think,
the bus situation where it's
Ballard's
how
doing it now.
bad are these fucking kids?
Oh
Because right now, part of bus drivers striking in Louisville is that they can't control the fucking kids.
The worst JCPS students ever.
that's actually I didn't even.
Maybe
think
these
about
kids
it
are
like
just bad as fuck.
Dude.
Maybe this next generation is just on some demon mode
They don't-
shit.
They don't give a fuck, dude.
I'm about to say the most haterish shit right now. But if badass kids make you not want to do the job, then maybe being a bus driver for children is not the job for you. I'm sorry, but you could unionize, you could do whatever. There's gonna be badass fucking kids no matter what.
For sure.
Right.
It has nothing to do with any external factors.
For a lot of them, it seems about the district backing them up though,
Well.
and actually enforcing some sort of
Yeah.
punishment. Because on their own, they don't have any fucking power over these
Yeah.
kids. They
Right.
can't be
Yeah,
you
they
got bus
they don't-
detention.
they don't know the
fuck,
parents.
that doesn't. Yeah.
You know what I call that, right?
Yeah.
Louis?
They can't even try to tell them.
maybe they should.
anything.
You know what I call that, right, Louis? The safe space generation.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
cheat code generation too.
Cheat code.
Yeah.
What if there was a detention on the bus? What if they just fucking handcuffed you?
The entire bus
30
ride.
Can I have some water? Shut up!
Shut up.
You've lost all your privileges.
They arrive in the school
No, they-
platform. It unhooks. Ching.
You know what they really could do though? You know those fucking guardrails that pop down on the fucking roller coasters?
Yeah.
Put them shits on a bus. Them kids ain't getting up and starting no shit.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Fuck those.
You're welcome,
kids.
America. Alright? That's all of you fucking need. Lock them into the seat.
How are there?
They ain't starting shit.
How are there no seatbelts on
Right?
buses? Is that not the most 1893 fucking ancient bullshit that you
Yes.
ever heard?
And then there will be a bus crash and everybody will fucking die. And they'll have these memorials on the side of the highway and act like, how could this happen? You know?
Literally. Oh man.
What a travesty.
Straight up nine. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should.
How could this happen?
Now that I think about it, I think all the accountability should be in the designers of buses.
Bro, and I even remember riding the fucking bus. I was just being a fucking spider monkey around. It was like a jungle gym in there. I literally would be crawling over the levels, and the bus driver would snap at me. But you're what you said, not do anything about it. And she's going 50 right
Exactly. They're fighting fucking traffic in
Right.
basically a semi.
now. Right. They're
Trying to get you home.
Exactly.
You're getting a bad
Maybe
motherfucker,
winning that bitch. And it's oh
Yeah.
my god.
No, you ever actually get smushed by the person next to you
Yeah.
on the fucking bus? Oh my god.
Which was awesome when it was a girl, because it'd be hi.
Hi.
Those videos you'll see on YouTube of where of where like guys will just randomly steal, or bros will just randomly steal buses and like still drive off with the kids inside them, and then you'll hear like, you know, how, all right, you know, only 3 kids were injured because they'll eventually like get the guy.
Yeah.
Like only 3 kids were injured, you know, and the rest, you know, just only sustained severe concussions or some shit like that.
Have you all ever been bus riders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all got any crazy stories for the bus? I've heard some crazy stories on the bus, but I have never been a bus rider, so I do not have any for
Really? You don't know about that bus culture?
I do not.
Dude.
I know someone that ripped out the seat for the bus
Oh
and
my
just
God.
threw it out the window. It's like, Jesus Christ.
What was
Pure
that?
chaos.
Literally.
What was that one movie where the rats got like flushed down the toilet? Flushed?
Flush.
Yeah, flushed. That's how I could describe. And like the community, like inside like the sewers with all the rats.
Yeah.
That's how I describe the bus culture. Like that type
Rat
shit.
people.
Just we're straight up rat people, dude. We'd play like Truth or Dare on that. We would like play on it like it was a jungle gym. Dude, sometimes, like there's plenty of stories where kids would like straight up like fights would happen on the bus.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Just straight thugging in the bus. What about you? Or no, that's right, you said you weren't a busser.
You don't have any?
Honestly,
I know.
I don't even remember a fight on the bus.
I know for a absolute fact that those Wagner bus rides were wild. But you're holding out on me. It's okay.
I got like bullied on the bus in elementary school, which is a weird place to get bullied because it's like I only see you for like
5 minutes during
Right.
the day.
Yeah, you're
it's just
right.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
High school, I had pretty chill bus drivers, honestly. So they were pretty good at their fucking job.
Yeah.
Always
I'm being
thank
for real.
Always thank the bus driver.
Yeah,
Right.
that's just manners. All right.
That was before Pokemon Go set their speed limit thing on like how fast like Pokemon can spawn
Mm-hmm.
when you're going. It's like you're driving too fast.
Fuck
so,
you, no, I'm not.
And dude, we would just totally like be spamming all the shit we'd see pass by.
Yeah.
So, you all know who Andre 3000 is?
Yes.
No.
Outcast legend. He's never had a solo album.
Of course.
You want to know something about Andre? He's putting out a solo album
Nice.
on Friday, which is going to be
Oh, shit.
tomorrow when you hear this. Here's the bad news. It's just like a fucking instrumental album.
Meh,
He-
that doesn't surprise me.
He plays the flute, and it's going to be like 10 songs where he's playing the flute.
Did this just come out?
Yes. So
We have to listen to it then.
So, that's not why I wanted to bring it up, though. But, why I wanted to bring it up, he has the most wild song names that I've ever heard, because the track list came out, and the album hasn't come out yet. The first song is, I swear I really wanted to make a rap album, but this is literally the way the wind blew me this time.
That's the whole title?
That's just the first song,
I'm
dude.
dead.
The second song is the slang word pussy rolls off the tongue with far better ease than the proper word vagina. Do you agree? Question mark. That's a song name. That's one song name.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
That night in Hawaii when I turned into a panther and started making these low register purring tones that I couldn't control. ... Shit was wild. Is this the biggest troll that's ever happened?
I feel like he was on a lot of drugs when he did this.
I think
We're
I think it's
talking
just
about
built different.
these aren't even full sentences. These are run-on sentences.
Yes.
You can't you can't make this shit up, dude.
These song titles wouldn't even really fit in a tweet.
I swear I really
Facts.
wanted to make a rap album, but
Facts.
this is literally the way the wind blew me this time. That's wild.
He's just built different. He just really doesn't give a fuck, and we'll say that shit.
Y'all want to know what track 6 is, bro?
Please.
Gandhi, Dalai Lama, your Lord and Savior JC / Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and John Wayne Gacy.
Oh my god.
I have no words. I have no
Me
fucking
either.
words.
I don't think he does either.
That's incoherent almost.
That is fucking.
/
And what's even crazier about it is that you're gonna press play on a song title like that, and it's just gonna be like doo 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 doo, some fucking Zelda pan flute atmospheric music.
Just went back into the 1200s.
Are you excited for that at all?
I'll listen.
I'll listen to it,
Some-
but
That night in Hawaii when I turned into a panther and started making these low register purring tones. Yes, totally on drugs. For sure.
I'll just have to listen to it on drugs though.
But you know what's another thing is, if it was like a rock album or a pop album or anything with actual vocals, I would be 10 times more excited by seeing those song lyrics.
Right.
Or song titles, I mean. But the fact that none of those titles are going to be, it's just sounds. It's just going to be
yeah.
instrumental. And I might like it. I might come back next week and say that was fucking awesome. But I don't know.
Well, I mean, think about like if you're like already a famous rapper, right? And you've been through the mainstream and all of that, done your time with the good old corporation.
Yeah. You
Or-
can do whatever you want.
Right,
at
and that
point.
don't you think that's where he's at right now?
Yes, definitely. Because he's never made a true solo album. And people have been talking about it for, as
Yeah.
long as Outkast has been a thing. So, this is just the biggest troll on everyone that wanted that. Because
Maybe-
it's like, you want my music, here's my fucking music.
I'll just say
Listen to this flute
maybe
motherfucker.
he's gonna fucking do a rap album next. Alright? Maybe he
Okay.
started on it and then he was just like, I can't. I have to play the flute. And then just did this shit instead.
I'm interested in hearing what's gonna be, because if it's just the flute, I'm gonna be so dead.
Dude.
Like, what if that's all it is? Just a single flute and no drums, no backing
Why do I feel like
instruments.
why do I feel like it's gonna
It's the
be
most
good,
sober
though?
music you've ever heard in your life.
What if that shit hits? Like, why do I have that feeling?
Yeah,
that-
what if that shit's just goaded?
Yeah. And we
Then-
don't even know it.
Then we'll come back on the show, we're gonna be like, holy shit, I've never been more wrong, which...
I'm a changed man. I mean, like, yeah, it looks random as fuck, but I think that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, some of these titles are actually solid as fuck. 93 Till Infinity and Beyonce.
Nice.
That's sick.
So, here's another thing I wanted to bring up that I saw today.
It's definitely gonna be like quirky and eccentric and all that shit.
You say I'm about to be quirky and eccentric?
No, the album.
I can get quirky.
When you get up from that chair, you get all quirky.
So, here's a Billie Eilish quote that's gone viral today. And I want to get your all's opinions on it, 'cause that's what this show is about. Nobody ever says a thing about men's bodies, says Billie Eilish. If you're muscular, cool. If you're not, cool. If you're rail thin, cool. If you have a dad bod, cool. If you're pudgy, love it. Everybody's happy with it. You know why? Because girls are nice. They don't give a fuck because we see people for who they are.
Yeah, no woman ever has ever just not given a fuck about what a man looks like.
No woman has ever given an opinion on a male physical trait.
That's the
Ever.
most.
It doesn't happen.
That's the most hypocritical bullshit I've
That's
heard today.
Do you hear what you just said? Sort of moment. Because
Right.
genuinely, it's like
You
think
can
that has never ever
Now,
happened?
there's two sides to that, of course. There's like a lot of girls that really don't care about it. So
Yes.
it's not the fact that it's about a fucking.
It's more likely than you meeting a man that has
right.
no fucks.
Right, for sure.
I
For sure.
disagree with that.
Actually,
But at the same time,
I think it's probably equal on both sides.
Right.
I think. But again, yeah, it's not what she said that it's more likely.
Bro.
She said that girls are just nice across the board. But what that doesn't even include is like the whole height thing.
oh my god, dude.
yeah.
I've slowly like started to like see like throughout social media, it's like being heavily like, you know, distributed
Yeah.
or cast to the audience.
If you're not tall, fuck you.
If you literally, if you're not
Which-
6 foot, I cannot date you.
Which I'm gonna be honest, I'm fine with it.
Oh my god.
Fuck you,
I'm
dude.
fine with
You're
it.
6'5".
What do you say?
There's this this dude that's going around. It's like a TikTok trend, but I've seen it more on Instagram where it's like, what is your ick for
Yes.
for like,
Yeah, being under 6 foot.
and some of them are the most outrageous shit. Like, it's not even funny. It's almost depressing. Because they'll just be like,
They'll be so glassy.
they'll be
when
like,
you look at
don't walk like this.
them. Literally.
So, and they'll just dumb it down even more. They'll be like, don't walk. Is on the list now.
There is 1000% chance.
One of them
that-
was, don't wake up confused.
That's crazy.
They were like, that shit's ugly as fuck.
There is 1000% that women have disliked me because of the way I walk. There's 1000% chance. So when you
Probably.
hear people say shit like that, it's just like, okay. I think it might be just the celebrities being disconnected from reality sort of thing.
Oh, dude, it's totally her traumas talking.
Yeah.
And of course,
You can see how it kind of started as, like, you know, trying to be like this feminist angle. at
never
first.
showed her body.
But then she just clearly had no idea where she was even going with it, and just completely went rogue, like I was going rogue at the beginning of the episode.
Right. I mean, to be fair,
Did I send you that video where it's like the street interview that they do now? Street interviews that they do where they just interview random people, and they're like, "What's your biggest ick in a girl?"
No.
I didn't send you that. Here, I could probably find it. It's a good video. Because I could just recreate it, but it wouldn't be as good if I didn't just say.
it would be Billie Eilish to say something like that.
Yes.
Just
I mean,
put that
yeah.
out there. I mean, to be fair, she has a banging body, but at the same time, she's also revealed it as well. So you're not self-conscious anymore?
You can do something and still be self-conscious.
I mean, to a point, yeah.
Just pushing yourself.
Right. But I'd say there's still like a good amount of people though that like are definitely not like looking at her like that. It's just from her experiences. But I can see why.
Okay, I can't find it. But basically, this first guy is like, I don't like when people when women say that, oh, I'm really bad at parallel parking, you know, that's just an ick in everyone. And the other person said something about, like, chew with your mouth open, but that's an ick for all people. And then this third guy just leans to the mic and he's just like, whack pussy.
Yeah, you sent me that one. He's just keeping it a buck.
And it's like, every generalized statement just is going to be wrong because everyone's fucking different. Everyone has their own needs and wants that,
for sure,
that every like Dr. Phil ass motherfucker is like, if you do this thing, you'll never get married, or if you don't work out or do blah blah blah.
I hate it when he does that.
And that's not just a Dr. Phil thing. It's, you know, every relationship. Influencer or whatever always has these sweeping. Anyways.
Generalizations.
Yeah. What time is it?
Late.
It's bedtime.
It's fucking winter.
Can we talk about
It's
that
dark
for a
at fucking
second?
6 p.m.
Is it the most generic thing in the world to say that daylight savings time sucks?
It's fucking stupid.
But I mean, it's the elephant in the room. It's fucking 5:30 in the afternoon. And it's like, fuck, man, it could be midnight for all.
Yeah, exactly.
I have no idea.
No, it's worse
what
because
time it is.
as soon as the sun has set, it's just dark as fuck. It's as dark as any other time of the night.
Yeah, that bitch is
It's
gone.
not. It's 6 p.m.
Dude, and that's why I hate it. Like,
As
honestly,
opposed to summer where it never really gets dark.
Yeah, exactly.
On some Antarctica shit.
seasonal depression,
Real.
even on like a mild level, where it's not even depression, you just feel like a shift in your mood. You're like a fucking bear that's going
Less
dormant
vitamin
now.
D, you know?
Right.
Genuinely, your
This
body's
is-
like, fuck, what's happening?
This is one of those things where I just hate fucking titles because having that as like a title implies that everyone doesn't have that. It implies that there are some people that are like, oh yeah, it's dark all the fucking time and I'm just in a great fucking mood. Like, those people do not exist.
No, not at all.
It has been dark for 5 hours.
Yeah.
It was dark 4 hours before we started recording this podcast, and it's like, dog.
Oh my god,
It
you're
sucks.
right.
No, and then
It
it'll
sucks.
It
our
does.
winter weather is just overcast, and then it'll just be overcast all day.
That makes
so
it
you
worse.
never even see the sun,
BRB killing myself.
and then it'll be clear at night. That's when it's really fucked up.
This is like a weird sensation I feel that I'm about to describe, but it's honestly like, I know, that sounds very sus.
Please, tell me more. Elaborate.
That sounds very sus. What I mean by that is, remember the Simpsons movie? Where
Yeah.
they had the dome come over them? I feel like, you know, like I'm
Daylight
back there.
savings time ends, and it's like
Yeah,
that,
we're like
that
trapped in
fucking
a fucking bowl.
music.
Yeah. Dome
And-
Depot.
And I'm the cat that gets stuck on the edge.
Right.
So,
But that's how
I want to
winter's gonna
rewatch
feel.
that, but I haven't had Disney Plus for a couple months.
That's how daylight savings be feeling for me though.
Okay, I got something to throw in for the end here. Apparently, Hulu and Disney Plus will be merging.
What?
Like right now, you know how they're affiliated, basically.
Yeah.
They're gonna stop doing Disney Plus, and it's all gonna move over to Hulu.
No.
Yes,
I hate that so much.
it's wild. I think they just kind of like
Do you think that goes with
waited and
ads?
decided, fuck this endeavor of having our own thing. If we already like own Hulu, basically, they're just gonna put it all on Hulu.
So
instead.
here's the thing about
Right.
Disney Plus. Here's why this is a good business. Not saying it's not fucked up that everything in the world's going to be just one big company
Yep.
in a couple of years, and it's going to make the shittiest slop products ever with
True.
every industry, with food, with entertainment,
Once Disney starts
with
getting its hands in the
everything.
music industry,
True socialism.
Yeah, you know who the first Disney artist is about to be? Some fucking Chat GPT ass rapper. Fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
But the reason why it's
Making
good.
AI Mickey start rapping.
The reason why it's
Little
good.
Mickey.
Kay asked the Chat GPT of what message to send to that girl he met at fucking
Oh my God.
O'Shea's.
Did it work?
He never followed up on me, so I guess it did.
Bozo. Absolute bozo.
But continue.
Mad laugh.
But
ChatGPT.
the reason why it's good from a business sense
Totally.
of moving Disney on Hulu, there is not enough shit to watch on Disney where that's always going to be what you pull up first.
Totally.
What
That's
you pull
what I was
up
gonna-
first is Netflix, because even though 99% of it is shite, there's so much variety. There's so many options. There's more options than there were back in the day anyways. But that's not how it is with Disney Plus. No one just clicks on Disney Plus and it's like, okay, what am I gonna watch today? The Simpsons or Loki?
Yeah, right.
You have no options. You have Marvel shit, you have Disney princess shit, and you got Star Wars shit, and you got The Simpsons. And it's a very short list after that.
Yeah.
So, I think it was good for, like, parents of young children where they could just give them the remote and be like, yeah, go crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a safety net there.
Yeah, there's not a ton of shit to worry about on...
You're not.
I guess
gonna
that's
have
not true,
Your
'cause-
kid accidentally pull up Always Sunny.
But you don't
Yeah,
think
Hulu.
you don't think that like when it moves
I
over to
saw
Hulu
what?
they're gonna like lessen the content.
Maybe.
Right.
But the thing about the stuff on Disney, that's all a bunch of shit that they own. It's not like Netflix where they have a bunch of rights to shit because
Dude.
of contracts and shit. It's literally Simpsons they own, Marvel that they own, Star Wars that they own.
Yeah.
And they own a ton of shit that's on Hulu too.
I
which
think
is
they
kinda-
own Hulu, basically.
Bro, the TV industry is
Because they own like
Failing us.
FX and other shit that's on there.
let's not also forget how fucking Netflix is raising their prices up by like what? $10 a month?
Yeah.
They upped that shit real quick. For no reason. All because the actors got what they wanted and got paid what they actually deserved.
Yeah, and now they're gonna just act like they had to do it.
Exactly.
I mean, they did have to fucking do it.
They had to
because-
increase the price, but they didn't have to increase it by
That
$10
much?
for
No.
however many
Yeah,
million
no.
fucking people.
I thought you were talking about ending the strike.
Dude, actors have
Yeah,
gotten
definitely.
robbed out of their money. So, before we
yeah.
end it, we all know the Blair Witch, right?
Awesome. Yeah.
So that movie made, I think, around,
Millions.
like 100 million.
Something like that.
Straight 100 million. Yeah, like that much money.
And they
And
spend probably $20 on production done.
Yeah.
Buy a shitty camera and prance around in the woods.
a lesser exaggeration of that, but yeah, pretty much. I'd say that
More or less, bro. I mean, what are their set
Me
pieces in
putting a
that?
couple thou into making a movie and getting fucking millions back.
Because in the woods, what's the sets they have? They have a tent.
holding a camera.
They're like, oh, why are these stones like this? Why are these sticks tied together?
totally
Like-
shit that was in that riverbed over there.
Yeah, exactly.
And
What
like,
was your point with that? I'm sorry.
Well, just the fact that like how like the movie and TV like industry has just like they have freaking like screwed over actors and have gotten so much money out of them.
Yeah.
Like in my
it's
my
more
perfect
fucked up because they were
example.
talking about wanting to like basically scan the faces of extras and then never hire them again.
Right.
Basically, you know.
Those actors they only got paid $1,000
Yeah.
from that movie. And,
Exactly.
And like some like they jokingly said like some coupons or some bullshit.
Exactly.
You know? And like well, because it was back in the '90s, right?
Well, or like you know, you got fucking lunch on set.
Right. It was found footage film. It was
Yeah.
the first of its kind. That's like the most minimal type
Literally.
of filming you need. But yeah, I mean
They got
you
conned, basically.
for sure. And it's like, well, why the fuck are you trying to take it out on us now as
Yeah.
the viewers? Like we're the people that's like still keeping you in this business.
Yeah.
And you want to fuck us over.
The people you're actually getting money from in this scenario.
Right.
You know?
They know what they're doing.
Another big part of it was the residuals.
Let's raid the Capitol.
With cable, every time a Friends rerun would run, Jennifer Aniston would make a little more money because they did that a billion times. Because you turn on TBS and Friends is playing 100% of the time. With streaming platforms, they don't have that. They have no compensation for...
Yeah, it's just with the fucking studios and shit, which is
so
wild.
people could... like, Bryan Cranston's making as much money off of that shit as, you know, some random asshole that was a minor role in a shitty movie that no one watched.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So... Yep. So podcasting is the new form of entertainment because the primary form of entertainment
Spotify's still
is dead.
fucking free, alright?
Yeah.
Because
If-
YouTube's still fucking free.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Exactly.
That's why y'all are still in the business.
Ironically, both of those have paid
Versions?
platforms on it, but that's okay.
That's your
I
choice,
understand the heart
listener.
of your point.
Alright? That's really your choice. Do you give in and pay money for possibly a superior product?
You remember when...
Or do you thug that shit out?
You remember when YouTube Red was a thing and they were making like quote-unquote TV shows?
Yeah.
With people that already had YouTube channels.
Oh,
like
yeah. PewDiePie was in one.
Yeah, PewDiePie had... Oh, you know what fucking capsized all of that was PewDiePie saying that it was...
Yeah, of course it was.
That was the ending of YouTube Red entirely, if my memory's correctly. Because I think his show was actively coming out when that shit happened.
And we were talking about this earlier, and that's what I mean by cancel culture. That was where cancel culture really, like, actually did something there. Like, they straight up shut that shit down. I mean, yes, PewDiePie's still out there with 1 billion, trillion subscribers, how many he has, and he's still making money, but, like...
You know how many subscribers PewDiePie has?
Hold on.
I want you both to give a guess.
1 billion. It's got to be over 1 billion.
No, it's not 1 billion. No one has 1 billion subscribers. There are 7 billion people on this planet, so what you're saying there's 1/7 of everyone on the planet
They'll get
subscribed to PewDiePie.
Yeah, you're right. that's like meeting like one of our dads watching PewDiePie in real time.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
would have
think
to
they
be
would like that.
It would have to be like all ages.
What's your guess? Give a guess.
Or excuse me, it's over 100 million. Wait a minute.
I was going to say like 200 million.
Yeah. 175.
200 or 175. Connor's closer.
Really?
But we're going by the Price is Right rules. You all are both over, so you all both lose.
Okay.
But
Nice.
he has 111 million subscribers, which is an unfathomable amount. Not canceled.
Damn.
All that shit did was affect the lesser YouTubers that weren't getting ad revenue anymore because the advertisers were all pulling their shit at the same time.
Well, it lost him a business deal. I'm not saying
that's true, but
I'm not saying like cancel culture is undefeated by any means. It's just because it's just like annoying because there's always like such a large. It's like again flipping a coin as to who type of person is cancelly or not.
he is pretty cooked though because he only gets like 2 million views on a video now when he has 111. That's a very. Yeah, it's still a lot, but
yeah,
it's like
proportionately.
That's less than 2%.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
It's less than 2% of your. I would be pissed if only 2% of our subscribers listen to this. That would not be a lot. It'd be like a person.
Right. Is this life even real?
You want to give us a closeout?
Any closing remarks while we got you?
Thank you for having me. It was a good
Of course,
time,
thanks for being on.
as always.
Where should we meet for the Natty quarterfinals? Where should we buy plane tickets to?
Pull up to Lex, baby. Only an
Pull up
hour
to
away.
Lex.
That's
All right,
actually
I'm
really
buying
funny.
my plane ticket to Lexington right now.
Your 15-minute plane ride. to
Exactly. I was about to
Lexington.
say, how long is that even?
Bro, that would probably take like as long as it would take to drive on some real shit.
Just going through the airport and shit.
yeah, it would.
Yeah, probably.
Facts.
Really, it would probably take more time.
Can we do that?
That's
How about
wild.
one of us
Fly
flies
to
and one of
Lexington.
us drives?
See who gets there
I'll
first.
pick you up from the airport
That's actually the craziest idea I've ever heard. You guys should do that.
just to time it.
Go to the travel agent and be like, I want a plane ticket to Lexington. They'd be like, you're a fucking idiot. Are you allowed to be alone right now? You can't drive 90 minutes, boy.
Exactly. Endanger yourself and others on the roads.
I used to think that was a long
Oh my
ways
God.
to Lexington. I was
No.
fucking stupid.
It's
bro.
nothing. All right. That's this week's episode.
Yeah.
We'll be back next Thursday. Link in bio as always. We're
Boa,
on YouTube,
boa,
Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. We out.